Hello, welcome to the TryLine podcast. I'm your host, Bo. This is my co-host, the people's host, Denny. How you going, mate?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. This is the show's mascot. It's looking for a name. If you're watching right now, please give it a name. We're going to be doing top 5 players we believe deserve $1 million in today's game. So if you were at the Dolphins, say you're the CEO of the Dolphins, and everyone's available, top 5 people you'd pay $1 million. That's kind of where I'm at. Do you want to go first? Do you want to go one for one? Or do you want me to go, you to go, me?
I'll kick us off. I am going to go. It's been in the news a little bit lately, but I'm going Payne Haas. I'm going to bring in Payne Haas for $1 million. If he's on the market, I think $1 million is maybe not a steal. I think it's a good deal.
I'm saying Payne Haas as well. I got him on my list as well.
Okay.
He's only 22. That was a big factor for me. He's only young. You pay him 1.1 or something, something around in the $1 million mark, and you have him there for the next decade. I think that would set your forward pack up for a long time.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah, you said he's 22. He's the best. He's the best forward in the game.
Yeah, I'm going an obvious one. I'm going Cleary.
I've got Clear on my list as well.
Yeah, Cleary, the best player in the game.
Yeah, 100%. If
he's available, you've pretty much thrown the book at him. Apparently, he's only re-signed for $1.1 million
at Penrith for until 2027, I think it was.
Yeah, only 1.1.
Or maybe he wants to win some more premierships as well. So he's.
What do you reckon he could have got on the open market? Just a quick question without notice. What do you think he could have got on the open market?
A lot more than that. Maybe 1.3.
Yeah, I think he could have been the highest paid player in the history of the game.
Yeah, me too. On to the next. I've gone Tommy Turbo. I'm going to get him for $1 million.
I got Tommy, but he was the last on the list. I thought, just because of his injuries, I know he's outstanding, but a little bit of a question mark on his fitness. Yeah, I did, but I was reluctant, actually.
Okay, so he was quite high up on my list, just because when he's on, he can just win a game for you, just by himself.
Yeah.
So he has. I think he's got to be there.
All right, I'll play. I think he's on my list as well.
All right, nice.
I've got Harry Grant.
I've also got Harry Grant.
This is unbelievable.
This
is unbelievable. This is crazy. I got Harry Grant. I think I said last year, if he can play a full season at 9, I think he'll be top 5 player in the competition. I think we're starting to see that now. I think he's outstanding. Great young hooker. Probably will be the best hooker in the game within a year, 2 years.
Yeah, and
if not now.
You did send me in that message. I think you said if it was my team, you'd come to my club. I support Parramatta. Parramatta are without a good hooker next year. So that's why I was like, yeah, I will bring in Harry Grant for $1 million.
All right, should you say the last one? We can't go 5 for 5.
No, okay, we'll go on 3.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Cam Murray.
Oh, we both got a Cam.
Yeah.
Well, I went Munster. Well, obviously he's in the news at the moment. He's off contract. They reckon the Dolphins will throw big money at him. I think he's worth it. He's done a lot to get his body right in the off season. I think he cut out the drink. He looks fit. He looks fast, and I think he's still got plenty to give. And he's another person that can break the game open if it comes to it.
That's true. I've gone with Murray just because he's one of the better forwards in the game. He's great defensively. He's great in attack. He's a great ball player, and his play ball speed is unbelievable. So,
and great leader as well.
And he's good looking. And he's good looking. So I'm bringing him in for $1 million.
All right. Well, I like that. I'll go. Those are my top 5 players. I think there's other players in the comp that could get $1 million, but those would be the top of my list.
Mm-hmm.
Age comes into it for me. I think you've got to go a little bit younger. You've got to have someone that'll be there for a long time.
Well, how old's Munster? How old's Munster?
No idea.
He'd be 28.
28?
I reckon.
All right, look that up. I want to go through Nathan Cleary's contract. It's been reported that he's extended a deal worth $1.1 million with a clause in his contract to see that figure increase with the salary cap, with that yet to be finalised till 2023, 2027. That's smart. I think Daly Cherry Evans done that back in the day as well. Yep. I think Jason Tamalolo was on a percentage of the salary cap as well. So it just makes sense if you're going to lock in your contract and the salary cap hasn't been finalised yet, just lock in a percentage of that. So expect that 1.1 to go up a fair bit because I think the salary cap will go up a bit as well.
Yeah, for sure. And Cameron Munster is 27.
27.
He's our age, 94.
So he would be the oldest on my list.
I think. Oh, depend. How
Because I think Tommy's 24, 26.
He's not 24.
No, I was saying 25.
Oh,
He's
okay.
26. He's 25. He turns 26 in October.
Okay, he's a 1990s. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He's been around for a while. Far out.
What do you think of the
Quite a
Cleary deal? Both Clearys re-signed?
Yeah, I like it. You know what? They've found success with them, so might as well just lock them in.
Yeah, well, especially Nathan. And if Nathan wants his dad there, you pretty much re-sign whoever Nathan wants at the club.
Pretty much. Pretty much everything will go through him, I reckon.
You keep the best players happy. The Dolphins have reportedly drawn up a deal for Munster, more than $1 million a year. Mm-hmm. Apparently, the Storm are only offering in between $750 and $800. And there's reports that the deal for the Dolphins is like 1.2. What are you doing if you're Munster?
I'm taking the cash. He's already won a premiership, mate. Take the cash.
He's pretty much won everything, hasn't he?
I don't think he's won Dally M.
No, I mean like at the club.
Oh,
he's won a premiership. He's won an Origin. He's probably won games with Australia. I can't really remember.
I would imagine he would have.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you have? Surely he's a 6 for Queen.
It feels like
Australia.
Ages since Australia have even played.
It does, doesn't it?
Feels like years. Someone mentioned that in the comments. How many games has Cam Murray played for Australia?
Cam Munster.
Murray. Give them both.
All right, do them both.
Run them both. Yeah, so 1.2 for the Dolphins. I think he will take that.
Yeah, no, he should. Definitely.
I was talking to someone the other day, and you say you get Munster to the club, then you're starting to feel like you've got some players. You know what I mean? You got Munster, you got Kenny, Jesse, you've got Felice, Ray Stone's there. I really like him.
Yep.
Asako's going to the club. So then you start to get like a couple of pieces. They probably need one more big piece there, the Dolphins. And then you can build around that. You can go a little bit younger around that kind of around those players, but you need to get Munster.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think 1.2 is fair.
And I think you'll take it.
Yep.
All right, on to the first game of the round. It's the Raiders-Cowboys. Any ins and outs here?
For the Raiders, Xavier Savage, he's making his season debut, and Cohen Hess for the Cowboys, he's back, starting at prop.
I'm worrying about the Cowboys here.
You should be.
Worrying big time. No Griffin Neem and Fanua Brown for the Cowboys either. Coming up against a big, solid pack. That's a couple of big boys that are going to be out.
They're not huge losses, to be honest. Like, come on.
Just some size, though. The pack we're coming up against is massive. We play, like, skinny. Like, you get Ruben Cotter on the field. He's small. And then
but he's solid. He's solid.
Yeah, I think we get dominated up the middle. I think the Raiders win.
You know,
we struggle to control the ruck at the best of times. I think it would be a hard night out there.
No, I'm backing the Cowboys. I'm going to go against you.
Right.
Have faith in your team for once.
I always do. I'll support them. No matter what. But they'll lose here and they'll expose Townsend. Will get exposed in the process.
I hope he gets dropped when the hammer's back.
I don't think he will.
He should. But then
I'm really worried about this game. Really, really worried.
So you think that the Raiders just run up through the middle?
Yeah, I do.
I think it'll be a close game, to be honest, and I think the Cowboys will win like 20 points to 16 or something.
All right, I reckon Raiders 13+.
Okay, we'll see.
All right.
Next game, we got the Bunnies taking on the Bulldogs at core. For the Bunnies, no Latrell Mitchell. Blake Taff is starting at fullback for at least 8 weeks, they reckon. So, what do you think of this game?
Should be a massive crowd out there. Good Friday. Started a long weekend. Hopefully it stays dry. Get 40-odd thousand there. They usually get a big crowd to that Good Friday game. I like the Bunnies here, but I don't think they'll have it all their own way. I think it'll be a bit of an interesting game. I think the Dogs will make it hard for them. But I'll say the Bunnies win by like 10 points.
You You know,
Bulldogs probably make it a bit scrappy.
You think?
Yeah, because I still think they're not playing absolutely terrible. I just think they're coming up against really good sides that is out of their league. I still think they're trying.
Yeah.
And then South, like, if you can make it a little bit hard on them, they don't like to do it the hard way, South.
Yeah, right. I think it might be a bit of a landslide here, but we'll see. I've been wrong before. Oh, never mind. I just got real confused there for a second.
What?
I thought Jai Arrow usually starts at lock and Cam Murray starts on the edge, and I saw them the other way around.
I think that was like one round last year.
Yeah,
that happened.
Yep. No, well, I don't know. It just kind of just came to me. Anyway, Bunnies by a lot. On to the next. We got the Panthers taking on the Broncos at Bluebet Stadium.
Panthers.
Yeah, and there's no Payne Haas in this one either. So
no Pat Carrigan.
No Pat Carrigan. That's right.
At Bluebet, Panthers playing all right. Cleary's just going to go from strength to strength. I still think he hasn't been the best version of himself since he's been back. His short kicking game's been a little bit off. You see he's landing those bombs probably 5-10 metres out from the line where you'd like to be landing. Like, Cleary, he lands them straight on the try line,
Yeah.
So I think he's just going to keep getting better, and I think they roll through the Broncos here.
Yep, me too. I think it's going to be an absolute try-fest.
I said 40 zip.
40 zip? Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know about 40 zip. I'll go 36-6.
I say the Broncos don't cross.
I think they do, but on like the back of a Panthers error. Kind of like the Tigers last week.
Notoriously, in the last couple of years, even when the Broncos haven't been very good, they've been okay against the Panthers. But I think no Payne Haas, that's going to really hurt that.
Yeah, that's a huge loss, Payne Haas, because there's no one else probably in the history of the game that can really do what he does.
He's only out for 1 week. Can I just talk about NRL on 9 for a second? They are ridiculous. Them, Fox, they are just terrible. Last week, NRL on 9 reported that Payne Haas and Albert Kelly will get 2 weeks for their thing, and it said, like, verdicts in, Payne Haas and Albert Kelly get 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. Then you go to the article, which no one does, and there was no source. They were just guessing. And then when the actual punishment come out, without saying anything, they just go, "Oh, Payne Haas and Albert Kelly get 1 week each." Well, no, hang on. You just said they got 2 weeks.
Yeah.
4 days ago. There's no accountability for him. It's ridiculous. A guy messaged me, not that this really matters, a guy messaged me and said, "Oh, well, I saw that and took Payne Haas out of my team, and then he played on the weekend and he ended up losing, 50 points." Not that matters, but people are seeing this and thinking it's fact. They're reporting bullshit as fact. I hate it. They should be held accountable. When they get it wrong, they should come out and say they get it wrong. Instead, they just keep rolling, and they can just throw out bullshit all the time. I can't stand it. That's a little tangent.
Okay. You should take it to him, mate. Take him to court.
I hate reporters. I just think they're the worst. It was like that that thing with Buzz Rothfield this week, and they were like, "Oh, Madge has 3 games to save his career at the Tigers." No, he didn't. That was just Buzz saying, "Oh, I think he's only got a couple games before they sack him." Well, where's your source, mate? You're an idiot.
Yeah, right.
What an idiot.
No more ranting now?
No, Buzz Rothfield's a loser. That's all I got to say.
All right, moving on. The next game, we got Manly taking on the Titans at 4 Pines Park in Sydney. Still no Turbo, so Ruben Garrick is not on the wing, is at fullback. That Kohler bloke in the centres, Morgan Harper, is out due to COVID.
I like Kohler in the centres. I think he played okay the first game he played there.
What was that? Was that in the trials?
Not last week, the week before. He filled in the centres. I think he played pretty well.
Oh, because Park was out due to COVID, wasn't he? That's right.
Yeah. I love how all these players, like one player will be out. Aren't they together all the time?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they would be.
It makes no sense to me. This is one game I couldn't come up with a tip for. I wanted to hear where you're at.
I'm thinking...
Because I think the Titans... They've got to win sometime. They've been okay without being great. I think they went down to the Eels by a couple points, but they were pretty terrible in that game, but they still managed to get into a position to maybe win the game. I think they just clipped the Tigers in a terrible game.
Yeah, look, I don't think the Titans have played a full, good game of footy. I think it's been a game of halves for them. So they'll have a
So
good
do you think
first
they're
half.
getting closer to a full game of footy or further away?
You know what? I think you can get. Oh,
That's why I could not come up with a tip. I was looking at this going, I have no idea.
yeah. Damn.
Every game for the Titans decided by 6 points or less.
And Manly aren't looking too bad at the moment.
That's what I mean. I don't know. Can Manly win a close one against the Titans, or can the Titans win a close one against Manly? That's probably the real question.
Well, I don't think the Manly will have a problem scoring points, especially against the Titans, who have, they've got some bad defense. Look, I'm going to go Manly. I don't think that the Titans can score more points than Manly.
I'm going to say Manly on the back of... I like Cherry Evans a little bit better than I like the Titans halves.
Yeah.
So if it's close, I like him to control the game more than I like the Titans halves to control the game. So I'll say that. But 6 points or less, you think? Either side? Either team by 6 points or less to keep their streak alive?
I'm going to say no.
You reckon Manly get it
I'm
done?
going to maybe something like 10, 8 or 10 points.
All right. I'll
like
back you in. I'll say Manly win as well then.
All right, nice. On to the next. We got the Storm taking on the Sharkies. This should be a great game in Amy Park, Melbourne. Pretty much the same teams as last week. Jack Williams comes in for Braden Trindle, I think it was, but apart from that, it's almost the same, almost identical.
Sharkies.
What are you thinking? You thinking the Sharkies?
Yeah, thinking the Sharkies. Thinking upset.
Oh, I don't know about
Thinking
that.
upset City. Well, I always try and go back to what I thought at the start of the year, and I didn't think the Storm would win some, lose some, and just peak at the right time of the year. So to keep up with that trend, I think the Sharks can beat them here, and I really like the matchup Talakai on Remus Smith. I think they can get him one-on-one with Remus enough. He will really struggle because Olam plays on the left.
Yeah.
Talakai plays on the left, so he's going to be running at Remus. I like that matchup a lot.
Remus
and Talakai's in form.
and Xavier Coates.
Yeah.
And who's the half on that side? Is it Jerome Hughes or Cam Munster? I think it's Cam.
Yeah.
That's Jerome.
No, it's Jerome Hughes, who can tackle.
He's not a bad defender. So, but he's a small bloke too. So maybe
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
If you can get Talakai some good ball, and you've seen the way Talakai's been playing, he's playing really good footy. I think it's going to be really low scoring, and I think the Sharkies sneak home. And Nico to have a big game against his old club.
Nicholas.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to go the opposite. I'm going Storm. And you know what? I've no reasoning behind it. I just think they're going to win.
I don't think there's a good feeling about the Sharks at the moment. I think they're up. I'm going to go Sharks. And Storm have had a couple of soft matches running into this one too.
The Storm have.
Yeah.
Who have they had? They
had the Raiders and they had the Dogs.
But you got to think that Bellamy will get them up for this game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they'll be up for it. And what's the name? Easter Saturday. They should. Hopefully, they get a decent crowd. If there's a big AFL game down there, they might not get anyone there. But I like the Sharks. I'm going the Sharkies.
Look, I'm going to go the Storm, and I'm going to say Brandon Smith is going to score.
Okay.
Put some money on that. On to the next game. We've got a Sunday game. The Roosters taking on the Warriors, which I think we are going to.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Do we have tickets already?
We have tickets.
Did I pay you for the ticket? I think I did. Pretty sure I did. Moving on. For the Warriors, no Marcelo Montoya. Dallin Watene-Zelezniak is back. Don't know if he was suspended or injured or...
Not a bad replacement for him, though.
I think Dallin is a bit of an idiot. Sometimes. He's a good runner of the footy. Strong. But he can just make some dumb plays sometimes.
You need that out of the back, though. Strong ball runner. Now, the Warriors have won 3 in a row, but let's have a look at who they beat. Cowboys, Tigers, they're both predicted to finish in the bottom 2. And then the Broncos. So they've not really beaten anyone over these 3 wins.
Yeah.
And I think 2 of those wins were by less than 6 points, something like that. Actually, less than 2. I think they beat the Tigers by 2, and they beat the Cowboys by 1. So not really top-tier wins there. And they're coming up against a team that I think is going to slowly get better. Trent Robinson has said that they're just trying to build. They're not the team they want to be right now, but they're all right with slowly developing.
Yep.
I got the Roosters. I think it'll be a fun game, and I think if it's dry up there, the Warriors could play some good footy. But I'm taking the Roosters.
Yeah, well, the Roosters have the fully fit spine, their number one spine. Sam Barrels makes his return.
How many times they've had that in the last 3 years?
Oh, not
Really
often.
many.
Well, because Luke Keary was out most of last year. James Tedesco missed a few games the year before that with head knocks and that.
I think Verrills did as well. Keary's had his fair share of head knock issues.
Yeah, exactly. So, this will be not many times that they've had their full strength spine. But yeah,
apparently the Roosters have another young kid coming through, another young half that tons of clubs want to get their hands on.
Another half. Where are they going to put him?
Yeah, well, I don't know, but they reckon this guy is like next level.
Plus, they got Brandon Smith coming next year, so
I know.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. How do they have this team? Like Angus Crichton is on the bench.
Oh, that's crazy, eh?
Yeah, Takiaho, he's a good prop. He's on the bench too. Like, what the heck? Anyway, yeah, we're going Roosters by many, many points.
And they've still got Suwali to come back into this team.
Yeah, Suwali.
And he's meant to be special. So, anyway, I like the Roosters.
Yeah, Roosters by a lot. Anyway, the next we got the Dragons taking on the Knights, Wynn Stadium. Not many changes for either of these teams, I don't think. Oh, Dave Cotton makes his return for the Knights, so should be good.
I'll go another upset. I'll say the Dragons.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm going the Knights. I'm not taking the Dragons. Well, there was a stat about them winning only one game since the barbecue.
Yeah.
I don't know how many games it was, like 13 or something.
That doesn't bother me.
Doesn't bother you?
No, I think the Dragons can beat the Knights. There's not much I like about the Knights this season. Seriously. Probably the best opportunity you could have to beat Manly without Turbo at home in Newcastle, rainy day, nullify all their attack, and
it's in Wollongong.
No, last week I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Last week, best opportunity ever to beat Manly, and they shit the bed and lose 30-6.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot I like about the Knights this year. I don't like much about the Dragons, but I feel like in patches they've played okay in games. The Eels I rate as one of the top prospects this season. They were playing pretty well in that first half. Back into that first half, they come home with a wet sail, and then they just didn't get up for the second half. I liked their team a lot better with Sloan in it. I thought when Amon got on the field the other day, they looked okay.
Sloan,
I don't know.
Sloan's not
Amon.
Oh, Amon.
Yes.
Okay.
When Amon got on the field last week, I think they looked a lot better.
Okay. Did you
say
Sloan? Or did I mishear you?
Are you listening?
I'm trying to listen.
I said I liked the team a lot better with Sloan in the team. I thought when Amon got on the field last week, they looked better.
Okay.
Yes. So I think the Dragons can win.
I'm going to have to disagree with you. I don't see the Dragons win at all. Sorry, mate.
That's all right.
Moving on, we got the Eels taking on the Tigers, Combank Stadium. So what's that bloke's name? Wonga Blake. He's gone for a little while with an MCL injury. Will Penasini has been named on the wing, and Murata Nikore is named in the centres. For the Tigers, there's been about 1,000 changes for them. Luke Brooks to 6. No bloody Ken Mamalo. No. What's that other bloke's name? Peachy. And Jacob Little. That's the one I was trying to think of.
They dropped 2 of their 5 captains for this one.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Yep.
I reckon Nikore probably gets simmed in at some point in this game.
What's he do?
Head high.
Yeah.
Probably head high as the fullback. Out the back of a sweep play. Maybe a little bit of a late shot. He gets 10 in the bin. Doesn't hurt the Eels. Eels by 1,000 here.
Yeah, I'm going to be taking the Eels as well by quite a lot. And also, Junior Paulo. He's been suspended for 1 match for his shot on AJ Brimson last week.
That's an interesting one. That's a pretty big loss, Junior Paulo. He does a lot for them around the ruck. So I still think they'll have too much.
Me too. Oregon Kafusi's still not a bad player, but you'd rather Junior. I think. Go on.
I was going to say for the Eels, this is really important. These are the games they need to be putting more focus on these games than the other ones. I think because They need to rack up the wins where in games they're meant to win. For years they haven't done it.
Yeah.
So a lot of focus here. Hopefully they can be up for it, and there's no way they should be losing to the Tigers.
If they lose, I swear to God, man, it'll be the end of me.
We might do a watch along for that actually.
Will we?
Because that's on Monday when we usually do the podcast anyway.
Yeah, right, we'll just
we might do a watch along for that.
All right, 4 p.m.
Yeah, so that'll be good because I know you love to walk out on Eels games, so
I do.
You might be off that watch along early.
Especially if it's just one little mistake, the TV's going off.
All right, that's fair enough. All right, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. A couple of different tips. Let's just recap those. I have gone the Raiders. You've gone the Cowboys. We've both gone the Rabbits. We've both gone the Panthers. We've both gone Manly.
Yep.
I've gone the Sharks. You've gone the Storm.
Yep.
We've both gone the Roosters. I've gone the Dragons. You've gone the Knights. And we've both gone the mighty Parramatta Eels.
Best team in the comp.
Danny, round us off here. Get us out of here.
You've thrown me under the bus here. See yous. See yous next time.
That's great. Some of your best.